You spoke low like you meant it, like words were something to hold. I watch your hands when you talk like they already knew mine. Nothing loud in the moment, just a calm I couldn't place. Still I felt something open in the space between our names. We stayed longer than planned, let the minutes fall apart. Every pause felt honest, like we didn't need to rush. Your smile wasn't careful, it just happened on its own. And I wonder if you knew what you said and showed. Not every promise needs to shine, some just rest between the lines. Soft enough promises were made, not in words but in the way you look back before you turn, like there was more you had learned. Nothing sworn, nothing signed, just a feeling taking time. Soft enough promises still felt real. Days moved slow after that. Every message felt sincere. I read your name like a secret I was allowed to keep. We didn't ask where it was going, we didn't frame the truth. We just stayed inside the moment, like it was something new. Some connections form too deep to be measured while they breathe. Soft enough promises stay in the spaces we didn't say. Every pause held something warm, every night felt gently torn. Nothing asked, nothing owed, just a closeness learning slow. Soft enough promises still staying close. I didn't need you to declare anything you couldn't bear. I just needed you to stay exactly as you were that day. No future drawn in lines, no fear of being behind. Just two hearts moving near without a reason to feel. Soft enough promises remain, even now they don't feel faint. They don't call, they don't fade, they just live the way they came. In a glance, in the way you said my name and looked away. Soft enough promises still feel true. You said my name like it mattered, like it wasn't just a sound. I heard it stay in the air long after you sat back down. The room felt suddenly smaller, like I knew it just occurred. Every thought I tried to hold was shaped around that word. I caught myself replaying how your voice gently fell, not loud, not asking, just saying it so well. I walked home slower than usual, let the night follow me, every step repeating what you sounded like to me. Some moments don't leave right away, they find a quieter way to stay. Your name lingered in my head like a song I hadn't said, not stuck, just softly near, showing up when things were clear. Every time the room felt still, I could almost hear it again. Your name lingered, and I let it. Days kept moving like they do, but something underneath the change. I paused before replying, like time suddenly had weight. I wasn't lost in thinking, just aware in a new way. Something gentle started and decided it could stay. Not every feeling rushes through, some take their time with you. Your name lingered through my day in the simplest quiet ways, not demanding, not too strong, just enough to pull me on. Even silence knew it well, how it sounded when you said your name lingered. I didn't push it away, I didn't tell anyone, didn't try to explain. Some things feel better when they don't need a name. It wasn't hope, it wasn't fear, just something warm staying near, like a door not open yet, but not close again. Your name lingered calm and slow in ways only I would know. Not a promise, not a sign, just a feeling taking time. Even now it feels the same every time I hear my name. Your name lingered, and it still does. We didn't call it anything, just stayed where we were. Your shoulder close to mine, like it had always known. The room felt calm around us, nothing asking to be said. I watched the light move slowly across the side of your face. Time softened in that moment, like it finally slowed. Your hand rested near my own, but never crossed the line. I felt the space between us more than any touch. How closeness sometimes says more when it does. doesn't rush. Not every heart needs clarity. Some just need proximity. Still beside you, breathing slow, saying things we'll never quote. Nothing claimed and nothing shown, just a feeling gently grown. Still beside you, close and true, close enough to feel the truth. Still beside you, and that was more than I expected. I noticed how you listened, like the world could wait. Every word I almost said felt safe enough to stay. You didn't try to fill the space or shape it into sense. You just stayed exactly there, like that alone was meant. Some connections don't arrive, they quietly align. Still beside you, time stood still, not because it had to, but because it wanted to. Still beside you, nothing loud, just two shadows in the crowd. Still beside you, letting quiet tell the story. I didn't ask where this would lead, didn't try to make it last. I just stayed inside the moment while it gently passed. If this was all we ever were, I wanted it to stay this way, untouched by too much meaning, unbroken by a name. Still beside you, even now, I remember how it felt. Not a promise, not a vow, just closeness being itself. Still beside you, calm and near, like nothing else existed here. Still beside you, and I never rushed away. I never asked you to say, never needed the sound. I watched the way you stayed near when no one else was around. You listened without fixing, let my silence arrive, and somehow that felt deeper than hearing you try. I learned your quiet habits, the pauses you keep, how you look at the floor before you speak. Nothing ever confirmed it, still nothing felt unsure. I held on to the feeling because it felt pure. Some truths don't ask to be seen, they exist in between. Love without proof stayed alive in the way you met my eyes. Not declared, not explained, just a closeness that remained. Every moment softly grew, even when you never knew. Love without proof still felt like love. I carried it carefully, like it might break. Not because it was fragile, but because it felt awake. I didn't if I named it in my face. So I let it stay unfinished, like I thought there wasn't weight. I chose the quiet version, the one that didn't ask to be held up in the open or shaped to last. Love without proof still remains in the softest kinds of ways. Not a promise I could show, just something real I know. Even now it feels the same when I hear you say my name. Love without proof, never needed more. Stay quiet when you paused. Let the moments take their course. I told myself it wasn't time, that patience had its reasons. Every night I felt you near, still the space refused to clear. I kept believing closeness meant something more. You never pushed me back, you never pulled me close. You stay right in the middle when nothing had to show. I learned how to read your silence better than your voice, and I stayed there longer than I had a choice. Some waiting feels like faith, some waiting feels misplaced. I waited longer than I should, held on quieter than you knew. Every moment asked me why I stayed without a sign. I waited longer, calm and still, trying not to bend my will. I waited longer because I care. Time moved on around us, but we stayed in place, like a sentence left unfinished in a gentle way. I told myself the slowness meant something deep, but slowly I was holding what you wouldn't keep. Some hopes rest without sound until they weigh you down. I waited longer, counting days without ever saying names. I let the quiet stretch too far, trying to protect your heart, protect your heart. I waited longer than was fair, to the truth I felt right there. I waited longer than I needed to. I didn't rush you, I didn't prove, I didn't make this difficult. I just stood where you left space and hoped you'd step my way. I thought love could stay gentle and still find its time, but maybe I was waiting while you'd already decided it. I waited longer, now I see what it cost quietly in me. Every night I let go slow, but never told you so. I waited longer, soft and true, until the waiting was the truth. I waited longer talk about everything else, the weather, the hours, the day. We moved around what mattered, like it might get in the way. Your eyes held something deeper, but your mouth never went there. I waited for the moment that never came. I felt it sitting between us, heavy but still not loud enough to break the calm. Just quiet enough to stay. Every pause felt intentional, like we both understood. But saying it out loud would change the good. Some truths survive in the air until no one dares. Something went unsaid that night, and it stayed with me in the way you looked away right before you spoke to me. We let silence choose instead of the words we never said. Something went unsaid, and it grew. I replayed it after every version of the scene where one of us was braver and didn't keep it clean. But each time I reached that moment, I stopped the same way you did, afraid of breaking something we were still in. Some chances don't collapse, they slowly slip through gaps. Something went unsaid again, and it started to show in the way our voices softened when they used to flow. We stay careful, stay polite, let the distance feel alright. Something went unsaid, and it stayed. I thought quiet meant respect, thought patience showed control, but maybe it was fear wearing something gentle. If I said what I was feeling, would you still be near? Or would the truth have cost us what we had here? Something went unsaid too long, and it changed the shape we're in. Not a fight, not a goodbye, just a soft collapse within. Every time I hold my breath, I feel what was left. Something went unsaid, and now it's everywhere. We still sat in the same place, still shared the same small space, but something shifted in between without a sound. Your hand resting in my own, like it always had before. Still I felt the distance grow quietly. You spoke kindly, softly still, like you didn't wanna hurt. Everywhere was measured out like it carried weight. I watched the way you chose your poses, careful where they fell, as if the truth might show itself if you stay too long. Some closeness fades in place without ever leaving. Fingers drift apart in time, not by force, not by design. Just the space we didn't fight, growing through the night. Fingers drift apart, still near, close enough to feel the fear. Nothing broke, nothing tore, we just didn't hold the same anymore. I stopped leaning into you before you stepped away. Not because I felt rejected, just because I knew the reaching out would change things, make the quiet real, and I wasn't ready yet to feel. Some endings take their shape before they have a name. Fingers drift apart again, even while we still pretend that the comments we are fine, that the space is by design. Fingers drift apart, I see you're not holding back from me. You're just already gone somewhere I can't follow. I didn't ask you where you stood, I felt it in the air, in the way your eyes no longer look for me there. I kept my hands to myself, like that would make it kind, like distance could protect us from what we'd find. Fingers drift apart, slow and small, not a moment more or fall, not dramatic, not untrue, just the shape of me and you. Fingers drift apart and still I remember how it felt when we were close enough before we knew we weren't. You spoke less than you used to, left more space than before. Your answers stayed polite, but never reached the core. I noticed how the pauses started feeling planned, like silence had become something you could command. You listened like you always did, but something wasn't there. Your eyes would rest beside me, never meeting mine. I filled the space with patience, told myself it was fine, but every calm reply of yours left something behind. Some distance wears a smile and calls itself gentle. You stay quiet, so did I. Let the moments pass us by. Nothing said and nothing clear, just the truth we didn't just stopped asking how you felt, stopped hoping you would say something that might pull us back from slipping this way. We became full versions of who we used to be, protecting what was left by not reaching for me. Some endings don't arrive, they slowly organize. You stay quiet every time. I was ready to define what we were becoming now, or what we let go of. You stay quiet, soft and sure, like you'd already closed the door. And I stood there in between, trying not to feel unseen. And if you had spoken, I might break. If you had stayed, I might wait. But quiet gave me just enough to stay and still feel lost. I wanted honesty, but I also wanted you. So I let silence be the thing that carried us through. You stay quiet now, I know what that quiet tried to show. Not confusion, not delay, just a softer kind of no. You stay quiet and somehow that hurt more than words allow, because love still filled the space where you chose not to stay. We stopped crossing the same street, stopped sharing the small details. Your name stayed on my phone, but the days stopped leading there. I noticed how the quiet moved into different rooms, like distance wasn't sudden, it just learned us. Your life kept moving forward, mine slowed just enough. Not dramatic, not broken, just missing your touch. We learned how to exist now without explaining why. Two people who once aligned, now passing by. Some space arrives so slow. You don't feel it grow. Distance learned us how to stand on our own without a plan. Not angry, not undone, just no longer one. Distance learned us what remains when love won't say its name. I didn't lose you fast, I lost Silence felt safer, so we let it lead the way. I don't blame you for leaving. You never truly left. We just walked in opposite ways, protecting what was left. Distance learned us piece by piece how to find a quieter peace. Not because we didn't care, but because we cared this way. Distance learned us, now I see how far apart we had to be, to understand what love can do when it never asks you to choose. I carried it where no one saw, not even you. I held the feeling carefully so it wouldn't ask too much. You never pushed me away, you just never stepped in. So I learned how to keep loving without being held. I watch you turn your head when my heart leaned closer, not because you didn't care, but because you couldn't stay. I told myself this was enough, the quiet meant something kind. But every night proved I was loving alone. Some love never finds a place to land. I loved alone in the dark where you never had to look. I loved alone without proof, without being understood. Every word I didn't say stayed with me anyway. I loved alone, and it broke quietly. I stopped expecting anything, stop hoping you would turn. I learned how to lower my voice so it wouldn't burn. I became careful with my feelings like they were too much to give, and somehow that felt easier than watching you leave. Some hearts stay full even when they are empty. I loved alone every night while you slept just fine. I loved alone, holding space for something that wouldn't arrive. I didn't blame you for the weight, I just carried it away. I loved alone, and you never knew. If memory had a couldn't use, pride and slowly better. If silence hadn't felt safer, I might have fought harder. But you never asked for my heart, and I never asked you to stay. So we lived in different truths without saying a thing. I loved alone, now I see that loving you caused part of me. Not because you were unkind, but because you weren't mine. I loved alone, soft and deep, until it was all I could be. I loved alone. Some days still feel unfinished, like something stayed behind. Not enough to pull me backward, just enough to cross my mind. I don't reach for you anymore, but I still notice when I could. Like a door I never opened, but remember where it stood. Your name rests easy now, it doesn't shake my breath. It doesn't stop my footsteps or follow me to bed. Still there are moments when the past feels close, not asking to return, just asking to be known. Some love doesn't leave, it only softens. You're almost still mine in my head, and the quiet things you never said. Not a future, not a claim, just a feeling without shame. You're almost still mine somehow, in the way I remember you now. Not close enough to stay, not far enough to fade. I stopped asking what it meant, stopped trying to define where we ended and where I began. I let the questions lie. There's no anger in the memory, no sharp edge to the truth, just a tenderness that lives in what we never grew into. Some endings don't collapse, they settle. You're almost still mine at night, when the world slows down inside. Not a wave, not regret, just a warmth I haven't met again. You're almost still mine, it's true, in the way I once knew you. Not holding on, not letting go, just something quiet I still know. I don't ask where you are now, or who your heart has found. I just hope you feel at peace in whatever life allows. What we had was never wrong, it just couldn't stay. And loving you this way is how I let it be okay. You're almost still mine, I admit, in the smallest, calmest sense. Not a loss I carry loud, just a truth I live around. You're almost still mine, but I'm free to let you stay where you need. In the quiet, I release what we almost came to we were never loud together, never sharp or hard to keep. We didn't break each other, we just didn't reach that deep. Every moment felt honest, even when it felt unsure. What we shared was never empty, just unfinished. We spoke in careful sentences, left space around the truth. Not because we lacked the feeling, but because we feared the proof. We stayed kind, stayed gentle, let the quiet lead the way. And somehow that became the reason we couldn't stay. Some love lives in pause, not in motion. What we were was real to me, even if it couldn't be. Everything we didn't do still felt honest, still felt true. What we were was calm and rare, something tender in the air. Not forever, not a lie, just a moment passing by. I don't rewrite how it ended, I don't wish it into more. I just hold it as it was, nothing less and nothing more. There's no anger in remembering, no regret I need to hide, just a quiet understanding that we tried. Some endings don't erase, they remain in place. What we were still shapes my days, in the smallest quiet ways. Not a wound, not a scar, just a mark of where you are. What we were won't fade from you, because it mattered, because you, and loving you was never wrong. It just couldn't last this long. If someone asked me someday why it didn't stay, I'll say it was the kind of love that didn't need to change. We didn't fail, we didn't fall, we just reached the edge of what two careful hearts could hold. What we were, I carry light, not heavy, not denied. In the quiet, I still see it was part of becoming me. What we were, I let it rest with gratitude, not emptiness. Not a loss I need to prove, just a love I once knew. Cherished the love I once knew. You said my name like you were careful, like it might break if said too loud. Your eyes were trying to be gentle, your hands were shaking, falling down. We stood inside the quiet moment, where love doesn't know what to do. You held me like you still meant even as you slipped right through. Nothing cruel, nothing wrong, just a truth that stayed too long. I was left in a tender goodbye. No sharp edge, no final line, just your arms slowly letting go, like you already said it inside. Left in a tender goodbye, still warm, still hurting, still mine. You didn't leave in anger or fear, you left in the softest way you could find. I memorized the way you breathed, like it might disappear. Counted every second longer, pretending you were still here. You whispered, this isn't failing, but my chest said otherwise. I nodded like I understood, while breaking quietly inside. If love is kind, then why does it feel like staying would be worse? I was left in a tender goodbye. No slammed doors, no tears to hide, just silence learning how to hurt, and love learning how to die. Left in a tender goodbye, your touch still holding the light. You didn't mean to take everything, but you took the best part of my life. Maybe endings don't need reasons, maybe love just runs out of air. Maybe holding on any longer would have turned this into despair. I was left in a tear and a ruddy, trying not to fall apart. You kissed my head like an apology, and walked straight through my heart. I was left in a tear and a ruddy, no blame, no last request, just the sound of you choosing peace over what we had left. Don't forget me. You didn't break me, you just left gently enough for it to hurt forever. watching hours lose their will. Neon lights above the street felt like sounds that wouldn't speak. I didn't know your face or name, just a quiet sense of change, like something passed me by without a reason why. You were somewhere down the road, laughing light, moving slow. Different night, different air, still the same unanswered prayer. Two stories almost crossed, both unaware of what was lost. So close it almost hurt, yet nothing touched the surface. They say moments know their time, but this one never learned mine. I felt it leave before it stayed. A soft goodbye never weighed. We almost met, almost knew what it feels like holding you. Almost stood in something real, almost let our hearts reveal. One more step, one more sign, one more look at the right time. We almost met, and that's the part I can't forget. Days went on like nothing changed, still the world felt rearranged. Every stranger felt too near, every silence felt sincere. I kept thinking maybe soon fate would fix the timing wound, but time just kept its pace and never turned its face. I imagine how you sound when the room is quieted down, how you say a simple word like it's something to be heard. I don't make you more than true, I don't dress you up in blue, just someone I might have known if the night had been its told. Some connections never start, still they leave a gentle mark. Not a scar, not a flame, just a thought without a name. We almost met, almost stayed, almost found the words to say, almost built a small beginning before the chance went missing. Almost felt what comes next, almost learned what love protects. We almost met, and that almost still feels heavy. I don't call it destiny, just a space between you and me, where something one could live but never got the chance to give. No anger, no regret, just the tenderness I kept for someone I never touched, but somehow felt so much. We almost met, not quite there, almost held a future shared, almost heard your voice say mine in a softer, kinder time. Even now I sometimes see who we almost got to be. We almost met, and that almost still lives in me. Most days I move just fine, like nothing's underneath. I laugh when it makes sense, I sleep when I feel weak. But sometimes in the stillness, when I'm not trying to cope, something gentle rises without being provoked. It isn't pain exactly, it to disappear. Your presence isn't vivid, it's softer than before, like a thought that passes through an open door. Some memories don't return, they surface. When it surfaces at home, not because it hurts, but because it was ours. Not a wound, not regret, just a truth I haven't met in a while. When it surfaces, I let it. I don't reach for it anymore. I don't follow where it goes. I just notice how it moves and how gently it shows that what we shared still matters, even now, even then. Not as something I hold on to, just something I remember. Some love lives on without direction. When it surfaces again in the smallest passing sense, I don't stop, I don't stay, I just let it have its way. It doesn't ask me to return, it doesn't ask me to forget. When it surfaces, I breathe. When it surfaces at night, in the calm before the light, I don't fight it, I don't hide, I just let it pass inside. It doesn't change where I belong, it just proves that I was strong. When it surfaces